YouTube? Valen here with another kind of video update, I guess. I don't know. I searched blowguns and I saw a couple videos, not a whole lot out there, so I figured this might be a fun, interesting thing for you guys to check out. First of all, a couple things on blowguns. They're not legal in every state. I believe there's 4 or 5 states. That might have changed since me last checking that. But there are some states where they're illegal. I believe California and Colorado are a couple of them, just so you guys know. Blowguns are a fun way to, I guess it's an indoor shooting thing, outdoor shooting thing. It's mostly for targets, actually. I really wouldn't hunt with a blowgun like a lot of these other people do and say they do. Just not my thing, you know. If I ever get the chance to go hunting, I'm not really sure I would want to use a blowgun. But anyway, a little bit about blowguns. This is a .40 caliber blowgun. It's just your simple, it's a 3-foot blowgun. It's got an aluminum shaft. These are stun darts or blunt impact darts. They're just you know, a non-pointy dart, I guess. These are ball cones. This was the first kind of cone there was before these other cones you see, because it's easy to make. It's basically a bead that doesn't have a hole going all the way through, and you just attach that to a wire dart. These are I think these are non-broadheads. These are just a simple wire that's been sharpened. Yeah, like I said, that's the old way of doing it. Let me put this back here really quick. 3-foot blowguns are great for beginners. You know, I've been shooting this one since I was really little. These .40 caliber ones, if you look, that's a very small hole. These are great for people with low lung capacities, like children or like beginners who aren't used to it. The next one's a .50 caliber. It's a 1/2 inch diameter. It's got a little muzzle to protect the front from getting scratched up. Let me take this off really quick. You can see it's quite a bit bigger. This is a great middle ground for blowguns, I think. It's aluminum siding. This one has a better variety of darts on it. These are the cones. I think these ones are broadheads, and they're not really much of a broadhead. They're just a flattened head, I guess. So yeah, I've got some short spike darts. I like these a lot. They're my favorite dart for this type of blowgun. You see, I got some super spikes, and I got some stun darts with a steel head. And like I said, the super spike, the stun dart, people market them as hunting darts, but I just think it's a good way to change up your target shooting. I wouldn't hunt with any of these from this blowgun. This one is a cold steel big bore blowgun. It's in a .625 caliber. That's 5/8 of an inch for those of you who don't know calibers. This is big. You know, it's big enough, almost big enough for me to fit my finger in. The darts that you shoot out of this thing, this is a butt cap, by the way, so you can't shoot with this on. This is so if you want to use it as a light walking stick. The darts you shoot out of this are massive compared to these other darts. Huge. These are Zytel darts. And if I were to go hunting with any blowgun, or anyone was to go hunting with a blowgun, I strongly recommend you use a heavy duty blowgun with the darts. I'll actually do a tutorial on how to make a blowgun later on in my if this video turns out to be popular. I'll show you guys how to make one. It's pretty straightforward, but there are a couple of tips and tricks that make this a lot more make things easier and more fun. I do have some examples of some darts that I made when I was really into it. This is just a dowel with a paper cone. It's made for a 625 blowgun. Most of these darts you can make out of a hobby shop. This is actually a... No, I'm not sure if I want to show that one just yet. That one's kind of top secret. This is a finishing nail on a blowgun cone. Yeah, it's not exactly the straightest dart, but what you guys will learn if you do make your darts don't have to be perfect. They just have to be close enough. This will fly straight enough. It's accurate. It's pretty accurate, but it's heavier, and basically super glued cone with a nail. You can also change up nails and experiment with different cones. This is kind of fun. I did a this is actually a piece of closed cell foam taped around a concrete nail. These were easy to make. They were cheap, but they tumbled. Like if you fired them past a certain distance, they'd start tumbling. Which I guess is good if you're using if you don't want to overshoot, and if you're shooting in some place where you don't want to do damage to stuff far away, odds are it would tumble and be harmless after a certain distance. But like with all good hunting practices, you want to be sure of your target and what's beyond. It's just safe to do it that way. I do not recommend shooting at targets or anything really if you're not sure what could happen to your dart or bullet or spear or whatever if it keeps going. This is actually a really cool dart. I made this to fire out of a bamboo blowgun I made a while ago, and I was really into it. This is like a, I don't know, I guess a kind of Ziploc type bag. I'm not sure if it is a Ziploc bag, but anyway, I gave it fletchings to help with the drag. The reason I left the cone kind of squishy is because the bamboo blowgun I made, it had those knuckles, I guess, in it, and it wasn't completely straight, so the cone had to flex as it went through. That was a lot of fun. I'm not sure where that is. If I find it, or if I can find another piece of bamboo, I'll do a little tutorial on that. I think that'd be a lot of fun. Like I said, I'm not sure if a lot of you guys are really into blowguns. I know a couple of my subscribers are overseas, and I don't know if they're exactly legal overseas where you guys are. But I'll do the videos. I'm not sure if you guys are really interested into stuff like that. Well, here's a kind of a cool little dart I made a while back. It's like stair steps, I guess, with foam. It's just craft foam. What you do is you cut out circles, and then I think this is a 50 cal. But anyway, I did try to do a copper or a metal tip to give it some durability, and turns out the way I have this tip angled, the dart would fly like, it would veer off or curve, which is great if stuff like this is great. If I'd made it a little bit more careful and made that straight, that would have been even better. But just another example of stuff you can do. Like I said, this is more of a target hobby, like to a hobby, I guess. I really wouldn't go hunting with a blowgun, like a lot of these sites say to do. But it's definitely something fun if you're into guns, knives, what have you. It's just another thing to check out. But thanks for watching. Let me know if you guys want to see those videos. I've said this like 3 or 4 times, but I might do them anyway, even if no one watches them. But yeah, that's all. First blowgun video. See you later.